Lightning holds no power over the new buffed Thor Ragnarok, as all incoming shock effects will suffer negative 90% duration. However, he is a master over lightning, and each time Thor inflicts a shock debuff, he has a 45% chance to inflict an armor break debuff for 10 seconds, and a 16% chance to also inflict a stun debuff, lasting 2 seconds. And if an attack inflicts a stun on the opponent while they already have an active armor break debuff, the attack deals a burst of additional physical damage equal to 250% of the damage dealt by the attack. And who can ignore that giant shield that Thor is carrying? When an opponent intercepts Thor's dash, Thor has a 30% chance to auto-block the attack. This block is considered well-timed and can activate the Parry Mastery. The Allfather is definitely with this Thor. Each time Thor gains 40 hits on his combo meter or is struck 20 times, he gains a Boon of the Gods passive, max of 2 stacks. With Boon of the Gods active, it will fill Thor's power meter over 6 seconds, and this is unaffected by ability accuracy reductions. However, if Thor is struck by a special attack while it is activated, Boon of the Gods is removed. The Special Attack 1 has a 75% chance to inflict a 1.8 second stun debuff. If Thor, however, has a combo meter of 40 plus, this chance is instead 100%. The Special Attack 2 has a 100% chance to inflict an armor break debuff for 16 seconds. This armor break debuff is paused while Boon of the Gods is active. The Special Attack 3 cannot deal more than 20% of the opponent's max health in damage. This damage cap, however, is increased to 30% if the opponent is already suffering from an armor break debuff. The Special Attack 3 also has a 100% chance to inflict a shock debuff over 10 seconds. And finally, Thor will gain a Thunder God's Wrath passive, lasting for 30 seconds, and this is unaffected by ability accuracy reduction. While active, contact with the opponent has a 40% chance to inflict a shock debuff over 5 seconds. With an awakened Thor Ragnarok, Thunder God's Wrath is enhanced to provide greatly increased attack rating. Additionally, each shock debuff on the opponent causes them to suffer negative 20% ability accuracy reduction. There are several different ways to playing Thor Ragnarok. We're going to cover each of them here, and you pick which one you like best. I'll also give you my opinion as to which one I prefer. The main idea with Thor Ragnarok is to be able to lay down shock debuffs on the opponent. These shock debuffs give you a chance at placing armor break debuffs on the opponent, and then a smaller chance to stun the opponent. When the opponent is stunned while they already have an armor break, the amount of damage that Thor Ragnarok does as a burst of physical damage is greatly increased, 250%. So, the main way that people will play is to gain their Special 3. Then, once you have your Special 3, you will get your Thunder God's Wrath passive. Once you have Thunder God's Wrath, you will begin regularly placing shock debuffs on the opponent. And then, as long as RNG is on your side, you will begin placing armor break debuffs. This is going to be pretty frequent. And then, if RNG is really on your side, you will begin placing stun debuffs. Remember, once you place the stun debuff with an armor break already active, you will increase your damage from that attack by 250%. Now, there are a couple ways to do this. You can use your Special 1 to have a 75% chance to place a stun debuff, or if you have 40 hits or above on your combo meter, there is a 100% chance to place a stun debuff. Or you can go on to your Special 2 and try to lay in a bit more damage, but there is a less likely chance you will hit that stun debuff because there's now only a 16% chance, as the Special Attack 2 does not guarantee you a stun. Now, there is a strategy in hitting our Special Attack 3, as remember, we also have a Boon of the Gods passive, which will completely fill our power meter to 100% once it is activated, over 6 seconds. So the idea is this: it takes 40 hits in order for Thor Ragnarok to hit Boon of the Gods. You do not want to activate Boon of the Gods as you go into your special attack 3. If this happens, while it will still be active, you will not gain any power. Whether this is a bug or not, I am not sure yet. We will find out in the coming days, I suppose. Around 34 to 35 hits, you will hit your special attack 3. That is when you want to fire it, because the special attack 3 will then fill all the way up to 40, and once you exit your special attack 3 animation, you will be in Boon of the Gods. You can then begin to hit into the opponent, or wait until you gain your special 1 and use that to stun the opponent, dealing a great amount of damage. You can then, it will fill up again, and you will again hit into the opponent, wait for that stun to run out, and then hit them again with that special attack 1, refreshing the stun, and again doing a great amount of damage. If timed correctly, you should be able to get off 2 to 3 special attack 1s on the opponent, thus stun locking the opponent for a short amount of time. Now, using synergies, you can enter Boon of the Gods earlier. You can use the Proxima Midnight synergy and actually hit Boon of the Gods passive when you hit 30 hits in your combo instead of 40. While this gives you an opportunity to get into that power gain earlier, I do not like how it sets up your gameplay, because it doesn't make getting into that stun lock rotation very easy, because you will actually hit your Boon of the Gods before you hit your special attack 3. Now, in order to kind of play around this, what you can do is hit your Boon of the Gods. About this point, you will be at special attack 2. Use your special attack 2 to lay in some damage and complete your 30 hits to get your Boon of the Gods. This will then power up your meter all the way to special attack 3, and then you can go into kind of a rinse and repeat. But again, it's not going to be as easy to get into that stun lock rotation using Proxima Midnight. You can also use Silver Centurion. In this synergy, you will actually place a shock debuff on the opponent anytime you heavy attack them. This will allow you to start having a chance at laying in these stuns earlier in the fight. This doesn't really help you get to your special attack 3 faster, but it may help you to get into that stun lock rotation a little bit faster if RNG is very much on your side. The final synergy, which is good to use, is actually the Thor Ragnarok synergy, as this makes your special attacks unblockable. So when you finally do go into that stun lock rotation, you can actually just not worry about having to bait the attacker out of his block. You can just use the special attack to nail into him. Now, all that being said, the definitive way that seems to be the best way to play Thor Ragnarok is to not use your Proxima Midnight synergy. Use your parries and your heavies or your 5-hit combos to build your way up to the special attack 3. Around 34-35 hits, go ahead, throw your special attack 3. If you're at 35 hits, once you exit, you will have your Boon of the Gods passive. Now it's a quick timing game at this point, because you don't really want your power to gain all the way to special attack 2. So what you want to do, throw your special attack 1 when you have the opportunity. This will stun lock the opponent, or stun the opponent I should say, and give you the opportunity to start building your combo meter again. So after the first stun, you will then kind of act like Dr. Doom. You're going to do a medium, medium, then medium, light, 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 medium. This is a 7-hit combo. You will have just enough time to do it, and you should be able to hit your next special attack 1. When this happens, you will again re-stun the opponent. Then once again, 7-hit combo, medium, 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 light, 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 medium. At this point, between all the hits you have had with the special attack 1, the 7-hit combo, and the next special attack 1, and perhaps even the next 7-hit combo, you should be activating Boon of the Gods again, allowing you to repeat the process, 7-hit combos, special attack 1s, and you will stun lock the opponent in this way. You can see here in the ghost fight, I absolutely completely tanked her with just one special 3, and then was just able to use that stun lock rotation. I messed up just a little bit, but was able to completely stun lock her for the rest of the fight. I find that using the special attack 2, I never really use the special attack 2. The special attack 1 does plenty of damage, and again, helps you with that stun lock rotation, and it's just a great way to do your rotation. So again, building up to your special 3, and then going into your Boon of the Gods. stun the opponent with special 1, 7-hit combo, medium, 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 light, 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 medium, special 1, and then 7-hit combo, and then you should be back at your Boon of the Gods again. Just be very careful about the opponent's power level, as if you will not finish the fight with this stun lock rotation, or if you drop your combos in some manner, you are going to be pushing them very quickly towards a special attack 3, which could put you in a very bad situation. Overall, the new Thor Ragnarok buff is an absolute monster of a champion. He is fantastic and can finish most fights in the game with just the simple rotation that I talked about. The rotation takes a little bit of timing and a little bit of getting used to, but once you are there, you will have one of the highest damage outputting champions in the game.